Hey guys, I want to do this little impromptu video for you guys today. It is completely inspired by my morning coaching sessions. I think it's so incredible how the universe works, where you get the people who need you most are the people who literally are going through what you've just healed. As a coach, it's very cool because I always get the perfect clients, and all my clients are always going through the exact same thing in different ways, but the same really lesson, this same issue, this same sort of place in their lives. And it's so cool. And I want to share with you a couple of tools for you if you're going through this issue. And the issue is really self-judgment versus self-love. Where this judgment starts, how to really start healing it, and really how to transform the way that you behave because of it. So you guys probably know all behavior comes from a belief. So with anyone who suffers with huge amounts of patterns that aren't working for you, self-sabotage, fear of rejection, these kinds of things, it's because somewhere in your life you bought into this misbelief that you are not okay as you are. There's been a judgment placed on your very essence. So something about you isn't good enough, isn't good in general, isn't okay, isn't perfect as you are. So what happens is we have a lot of fear. We get really scared that maybe that's true. Maybe I am not lovable as I am. Maybe there is something wrong with me. Maybe this, maybe that. And what that transfers into is this desire for validation. Whether it be a codependency and we need other people's opinions, maybe we have a career that really validates us externally, maybe we go to any of these ego things, money, fame, whatever. But a lot of times I see it as just living for this validation. And what happens in that is we realize it could never really heal us, because all that can ever really heal us is us giving it back to ourselves. Because what's continued as you do these strategies and exercises of really clearing the self-judgment is you see that the reason it's prolonged in your life is because you've continued to judge yourself as you perceived others have. So yes, it sucks that you've been in this pattern for so long, but you can change that now, and you can heal the memories right now. And you change it right now by really waking up to the reality. Did I buy into a misbelief about myself just because society told me, or my parents told me, or whatever told me? Or do I have a different opinion now? Are these things true? I call this time owning your truth. Are these judgments of me true? I know I've just been off the cusp judging myself because that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of the fact that it could be true, so I'll just keep judging myself to keep myself safe just in case. But what we do is every time that trigger of rejection or whatever it is comes up, we go to the negative pattern of sabotage or some kind of addictive behavior or whatever, so we don't have to feel that feeling. And what I want you guys to try today is to realize that that feeling is not scary. It's the meaning you've attached to that feeling. So, oh my gosh, I feel rejection. That means that perhaps that judgment or that thing that was said about me when I was younger, or that thing I experienced, could be true and valid. What I want you to see is maybe it is true and valid. I love myself anyway. But what you've been trained to do is reject yourself when that rejectable thing comes out. Reject yourself because everyone tells you it's not okay. I want you to say everything in every way is okay when it comes to loving yourself. So what you start doing is building an unconditional self-love base. And once you start really saying to yourself, I feel this feeling, I love myself anyway. This fear might be true, but it's only scary because a part of myself thinks I'm going to reject myself again. So instead of rejecting myself and judging myself like I've always felt I was, I'm going to love myself instead. And every day in every way, you start building this internal nucleus of self-love. And eventually what happens is you realize these go-to things that you do so that you don't have to feel that potential fear of truth, or whatever truth you think it is, you're not as scared anymore. You don't really need to escape it anymore because you're not for sure that it's true. But even if it is true, You love yourself anyway. And what you'll start to see is the only fear that there is the fear of you rejecting yourself, denying yourself, abandoning your true self again. And instead, what we need to do is start saying, yeah, these things may have been judged about me in the past. I may have bought into these misinterpretations that I'm not lovable, but the truth is, I am. The truth is, none of those judgments are judgeable anymore. I don't want to judge them. I want to love them. So, instead of self-judgment and external validation, we give it to ourselves. We love ourselves anyway. We trade in for judgment for love. I hope you have a beautiful day. Namaste. And don't forget to subscribe.